Hi, Accidental Spiritualist here. I just wanted to share something that I just got this week. It's my early Christmas present, and it's a really nice camera. I've always had a camera. My family was big on taking pictures and saving memories, and so I've had really nice 35mm cameras in the past, or single lens reflex SLR. And the reason they call them single lens reflexes on the 35mm is because when you look through the viewfinder on the back, you were actually seeing what was in, what you were actually taking a picture of. There was mirrors in there so that you could be actually looking through the lens. And on cheaper cameras back in the day, they didn't have, the viewfinder was off to the side or right above, and so what you were taking a picture of wasn't actually what you were looking at. It was a little close, but sometimes, if you were trying to get in close to something, you'd be cutting edges off, or the top off, or the bottom. And since the digital age, I hadn't had a nice camera. All I'd had was point-and-shoot cameras, which are nice enough, but, when I try to take a close-up of the moon, all I'd get is a bright little blob, it just didn't look like the moon. So a friend was posting pictures, really nice pictures, and then he posted pictures of the moon, and they were excellent pictures, and I asked him what he was using, and this is the same camera that he has. He told me if I got the same one, he would have some tips and pointers that he would give me on how to use it. And so, one of the things that he said to make sure and get was a Sony camera that had an X in the model number. This is the box. It's a CyberShot. But he said to make sure and get the one with an X, because that meant it came with a Carl Zeiss lens. If it didn't have the X, then it was just a standard Sony lens. So, and it says right on the top of the lens, Carl Zeiss, Z-E-I-S-S. And he said that these lenses usually retail quite a bit more than what I paid for my camera. And so I got online and I found some that are the same model, this Sonar, S-O-N-N-A-R. It says right down here. Vario Sonar. And I'd found some for $1,000, some, more or less, and I got on eBay and, found some that, it averaged right around $800 for that, Sonar lens by Carl Zeiss. And so that was what I got, and I only paid $425, $450, right around there for my camera with the whole package deal. Now the camera itself came with the battery, came with the strap, the Sony strap, and it came with your basic generic charger. It's just a USB port. You can charge it using your computer, or you can plug it into the wall. And on the bottom side here, it has the place to put where your battery goes. It pops right out there. and has a little spring thing that holds it in there. And that was pretty much all that came with it in the box. But since I got it off Amazon, there was this whole package deal that included a memory card, a 32 gig class 10 memory card, and the memory card also came with this little plastic carrier that you can take 6 extra cards if you're going on vacation or something and are going to be taking lots and lots of pictures. You're going to want to make sure you got enough memory cards to store them. And so it's got this handy dandy little carry case. And then when you put your memory card back in, it slides right back in there. You can close that up and it's ready to go. And then it also, my camera came with a little padded case. It's nicely padded. The camera fits snugly in there. There's not really, I could maybe slide this down the side in there. This is adjustable, so if you were, it's kind of a universal to use for, different sized cameras. This can adjust out. It's Velcroed and has Velcro up along the sides there, so you can adjust that when you put your camera in to make sure your camera's snug. But it's pretty snug in there with it, with that little divider all the way to the side. It just fits in there, and I could just slide that little memory card thing in the side there. But then it also has on this side a little net pocket that Velcro's closed so that you can carry some small items on the side, which I am going to carry the extra battery that came with it. It came in a nice little plastic case, and that will fit in my little side pocket. And the package deal came with an extra charger, which is really nice. I've used it and got my extra battery charged up, ready to go in the camera when this one gets low. And you just take your extra battery here, and it's got an arrow, and then the picture on the inside of the charger has an arrow, so that means this side goes down, and you want little metal things on the bottom of your battery to come in contact with the little metal things inside there, so you just slide it in like so. Then you can plug it into a wall outlet, where it comes with a European adapter, so that you can plug it in overseas. And then it has an auto charger that plugs in here, so that you're not having to leave your camera plugged in somewhere charging the battery. When the battery dies, you can be charging one battery while using the other. So this is really nice. I've already used it, like I said, to charge my extra battery. And in my little kit also came with something else I will carry in my bag in the little pocket. I've got just enough room for the extra battery, and then this. This looks like a flash drive. It has a USB on one side, and then it has a slot on the other side. Or if I take my memory card out of the laptop, it slides right down in there, and then I can plug this into my computer and download my pictures without having to have the whole camera hooked up to it. And so I've already used that because I was taking pictures last night playing. And I wanted to see how they looked on a bigger screen. And so that was very handy. I'm going to like this little handy dandy thing. I'd never seen anything like this. I'm sure some of you out there have seen them and it's very common, but it was something new to me that I liked. And then my little kit came with this deluxe camera starter kit, which includes a mini tabletop tripod, a lens cleaning solution right here, a scratch safe cleaning cloth, to be able to clean your lens. And then it comes with 3 universal screen guards for the LCD screen. And it has a little squeegee there. You cut your screen guard to the right size for your screen, put it on, and then use the little cardboard squeegee to smooth out any air bubbles and make sure it lays nice and flat. And then it came with 5 cotton swabs for getting in the crevices. And so I will include the link to my camera down below for Amazon in case you're interested or want to look at them. Oh, and of course my camera came with its little manual. I haven't used it much. I will eventually when I start trying to figure things out, but for now I'm just trying to do the basics. My friend sent me some information, things he has figured out on his, which he hasn't figured his out completely by any means. But he's learning, and so will I. But I've got a little flash on there, which is pretty bright. I was taking pictures last night and was impressed at how far the flash could reach out there, which is a lot further than my point and shoot cameras could. And then because it's the single lens reflex SLR camera, I'll turn it on here, take the lens cover off there. I'm going to have to remember now, I've got a lens cover again. I've gotten out of that habit because the little point and shoots always has a little thing that covers up the lens when you shut it off. But this little button, you can switch between using the LCD screen, or if you want to use it like an old-fashioned camera and look through the viewfinder, you can do that too. There's a button up here that will switch it back and forth, which I thought was really cool. Yeah, not that I'll use it much, but there may be a time I want to actually look through like an old-fashioned camera. But this is one other thing I wanted to point out, that, oops, pop my lens cover back on, was that this particular seller on Amazon sent me a little thing asking me to please give him 5 stars rating on my purchase, because then if I did, if I wasn't happy and wasn't going to give him 5 or give them 5 stars, all I had to do was contact them and they would make sure and make things right. So once I got everything done or out and checked everything and made sure everything worked okay, then I went on Amazon and left 5-star positive feedback for them. And for every 5-star rating, this particular seller will send out another little kit here, just like what came with mine. The little tripod, the screen protectors, lens cleaning kit. And so once I made sure everything was in working order, I got on and I gave my seller 5-star feedback that I was very happy with my purchase, and it was sent out very quickly. And so then I will have an extra little tabletop tripod and the extra cleaning kit and stuff to be able to use. So that is what I have, and I thank you for watching my video. Bye.